Squid Game took the world by storm. What many viewers might not realize is that some of the show's most memorable moments were not scripted at all. In both Season 1 and Season 2, actors occasionally went off script or had genuine reactions that made it into the final cut. In this video, we'll explore scenes where the actors weren't acting, moments of improvisation or authentic emotion, and how these unscripted bits enhance the series. Without further ado, let's move on to the main part of the video. In the very first episode, Seong Gi-hun, played by Lee Jung-jae, meets a mysterious salesman, played by Gong Yoo, who challenges him to a game of dakji in a subway station. Every time Gi-hun loses, he gets slapped hard across the face. This scene's impact comes from how real those slaps felt. Because they were. Lee Jung-jae revealed that he asked Gong Yoo to slap him for real, and slap him hard, to capture authentic reactions. Take after take, Lee endured painful slaps so that his shock, winces, and desperation would be genuine on camera. You can see Gi-hun's face reddening and his eyes watering, not from acting, but from real stinging pain. This unscripted commitment paid off by making the audience truly feel the sting of humiliation Gi-hun experiences. The dakji slap game is a prime example of how an actor's dedication to realism, rather than following a comfortable stage slap routine, added extra authenticity to the final cut. It set the tone for the series, immediately pulling viewers into the believable world of Squid Game. The coffee cup collision, Lee Jung-jae's improv with Jung Ho-yeon. Another unscripted gem in episode 1 occurs when Gi-hun collides with Kang Se-byok at a train station, causing her to drop her coffee. The script simply had Gi-hun bump into her and then return her cup. However, Lee Jung-jae improvised a small comedic action. He noticed the fallen straw from her drink and repeatedly fumbled with it, trying to stick it back into the cup. This little ad-lib, awkwardly attempting to replace the straw, yet was not planned. In fact, it was so unexpected that it made Jung Ho-yeon break character and laugh, even though Se-byok is a very stern character who never even cracks a smile during the whole show. Lee's quick thinking revealed Gi-hun's clumsy, well-meaning nature. The director liked this natural moment, and it remained in the final cut, edited such that Se-byok's face isn't fully shown laughing. Lee Jung-jae later confirmed on The Tonight Show that this coffee straw bit was entirely improvised, and one of his favorite on-set moments. This improvised interaction helped set up the dynamic between Gi-hun and Se-byok early on, representing Gi-hun as a bit hapless and showing a rare crack in Se-byok's tough exterior, all thanks to an unscripted gag. The tug-of-war in episode 4 is a dramatic team challenge where strategy determines life or death. Player 001, Oh Il-nam, portrayed by Oh Young-soo, becomes an unlikely leader, advising his team on how to win despite appearing to be a feeble old man. While the general outcome was scripted, some of the strategic dialogue was improvised by the veteran actor. On set, Oh Young-soo drew upon his real-life knowledge and suggested an idea to the director and cast, having the team lean back in unison at a crucial moment. This tactic, using all players' weight to counter the opposing team, was a traditional tug-of-war trick.
You have to hold your ground. You should lean back, practically lie down.
The actor delivered lines about coordinating steps and timing that weren't originally word for word in the script, effectively coaching his teammates and perhaps even the younger actors. The production team appreciated this realistic strategy talk and kept it in. As a result, the tug-of-war scene felt like a genuine team discussion under extreme pressure, with Il-nam's player experience shining through. This unscripted collaboration not only enriched Oh Il-nam's wise persona, but also turned the scene into a standout moment of teamwork, triumphing over brute force. It's a case where an actor's on-the-spot idea amplified the story's intensity and credibility. The Marble's betrayal, Gi-hun's emotional outburst. Episode 6, Ganbu, features the devastating marble game, and it's filled with emotional peaks. In one crucial scene, Gi-hun realizes that his elderly partner, Oh Il-nam, has been feigning dementia and tricking him in the marble game. The betrayal and guilt hit Gi-hun hard. Lee Jung-jae decided to improvise parts of Gi-hun's reaction in this moment to fully capture the character's turmoil. Instead of strictly following the scripted lines, Lee let himself express raw anger and panic. He paced back and forth, ran his hands through his hair, and delivered his lines with a choked voice, dramatizing Gi-hun's mix of despair and frustration. These actions were not meticulously choreographed. They sprang from Lee's deep immersion in the scene. The result is a visceral portrayal of a man realizing he has exploited a friend's kindness to survive. Gi-hun's agonized shouts and trembling voice were largely spontaneous, increasing the tension of an already heart-wrenching scene. The director observed that Lee Jung-jae's genuine display of remorse and anger felt more real than what was on the page, and thus most of that performance remains in the final cut. This improvised outburst made the audience feel Gi-hun's internal conflict more intensely, underlining the moral dilemma at the heart of Squid Game. What does it cost a person to survive? Lee's instinctive acting here ensured that this question lingered powerfully for viewers. Ali's goodbye, Anupam Tripathi's heartfelt improvisation. The marble game also gives us one of the show's most tragic moments, Ali Abdul being betrayed by his partner Cho Sung-woo. As Ali realizes he has been duped and is about to be executed, the raw emotion on actor Anupam Tripathi's face was only partly scripted. Much of it came from the actor's own feelings. Tripathi, an Indian actor working in Korea, drew upon his personal experience of vulnerability as a foreigner to fuel Ali's despair. According to interviews with the cast, Tripathi was motivated to fully inhabit Ali's sense of betrayal in that final moment. He improvised subtle touches during Ali's farewell, trembling hands reaching out to Sang-woo, tears welling up unrestrained, and a quiver in his voice as he calls out, "Sang-woo, brother." These were not explicitly dictated by the script. The director let Tripathi extend the scene slightly to capture whatever emotions came naturally. The resulting performance is painfully genuine. Ali's stunned, tearful expression as he holds the bag of pebbles, instead of marbles, says everything without a written line. Crew members confirmed that Tripathi's sketch was so authentic that many on set were moved to tears watching it. By this improvisation, Anupam Tripathi turned Ali's death into one of the most unforgettable and heartbreaking scenes of Season 1. The unscripted sincerity of his goodbye solidified Ali as a beloved character and left a lasting impact on the audience. Thanos' unscripted antics in Season 2, Choi Sung-hyun's creative freedom. Choi Sung-hyun, T.O.P. as Thanos in Season 2, brought spontaneous energy, from his purple hair and wild expressions to ad-libbed rap lines and even an improvised dance during a party scene. His over-the-top performance was partially shaped by the actor's own input, making the character unpredictable on purpose. Season 2 introduced a host of new characters, and none stood out more bizarrely than Thanos, Player 230, a flamboyant rapper played by Choi Sung-hyun, better known as T.O.P. from K-pop band Big Bang. Thanos quickly became a scene stealer due to his outrageous behavior, much of which came from Choi's own improvisations and creative input. In interviews, Choi revealed that he was given considerable freedom to shape the character's persona. For instance, the choice to give Thanos bright purple hair and multicolored Skittle nails was something Choi brainstormed with the director, believing it would accentuate the character's absurdity. This styling was so integral that it even led the writers to add a new comedic scene. When another player jokes about his Infinity Stones-inspired manicure, Thanos proudly shows off his nails, a moment not in the original script, but added to capitalize on Choi's idea. Beyond appearances, Choi Sung-hyun also improvised many of Thanos' behaviors and lines. The character randomly breaks into rap verses mid-conversation and uses funny English catchphrases, even yelling "señorita" in one instance. Choi, being a rapper, actually wrote those brief rap lyrics himself and performed them unscripted on set, ensuring Thanos' raps sound intentionally unpolished and goofy. He even decided at one point to start dancing during a lull in the games, during a mingle song when contestants socialize, which the cameras caught and the director kept to highlight Thanos' unpredictability. Co-star accounts from Season 2 confirm that many of Thanos' funniest or cringiest moments were T.O.P.'s own inventions, workshopped in collaboration with director Hwang Dong-hyuk. However, it's important to note that despite fans joking that T.O.P. had no script, he did have a scripted outline. He just embellished it heavily. The production welcomed these ad-libs because they made Thanos a truly chaotic element in the story, injecting comic relief and spontaneity into what is otherwise a dark series. Choi's improvisations paid off. Thanos became one of the most talked-about characters of Season 2, with viewers never knowing what absurd thing he'd do or say next. It's a prime example of an actor going off-script in the best possible way, creating a character that feels larger than life and unscripted within a tightly scripted show. That's all for today. If you liked my videos, please subscribe and like the video, and I will continue to develop and find interesting material for you.